Are you big enough to do it? That is the question we ask ourselves all the time in this industry. I don't know if I'm big enough to do it. Hi, my name's Wayne Voles, Profits Unlimited. Been a business coach since 1990, helping contractors throughout North America earn what they deserve. And that question comes up way too much. Man, I don't know if I'm big enough to do it. You're asking yourself the wrong question, my friends. Don't ask yourself, are you big enough to do it? I can remember those days. Absolutely. I used to ask myself a lot, man, I don't know if I'm big enough to do it. I don't know if I'm big enough to do it. Flip that around. Instead of asking yourself, am I big enough to do it? Ask yourself this: are you big enough to lose it? That's the real question. How much of your business are you willing to put into the hands of one of your clients? Because that number is going to be different for each and every one of us. But when you start putting 30, 40% of your business or more into the hands of one client, and you think, oh, well, Wayne, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. The reality of it is simply this: it's not going to be okay. Because what I want you to remember, and I've been in this industry 46 years now, what I want you to remember and what you need to remember is that customers are temporary stops at your business. It might hurt a little bit to think about it and say, who's this Wayne Voles guy telling me that my customers aren't loyal? I'm just telling you the reality of it is customers are temporary stops. They had somebody before you, they'll have somebody after you. How long they remain in the middle for you is up to you and what you do to create that loyalty for that client. But the hardcore reality of it is they're either going to change services at some point, or they're going to die, or they're going to move. One of those three things is going to happen. They're going to move, die, or change services. In the meantime, it's up to you not to say, am I big enough to do it? But hey, what happens when I lose that account? How much are you willing to put into one account? Because the more you put into one account means the more dedication you're going to have to that account. What I mean by dedication is backflips on their front porch or backflips in their office. When they tell you to jump, you're going to say how high, because slowly but surely you've creeped into a zone with that customer that says, hey, man, they're 30% of my revenue, my gross revenue, 25% of my gross revenue. The reason I want you to think not are you big enough to do it, but are you big enough to lose it is when you do eventually lose it, how hard is it going to be to replace the business that one client was generating for your company? So as good as it feels right now, the reality of it is it's going to become problematic down the road more times than not. So know why you're doing what you're doing. How much percentage of your business are you willing to lock into one account? I'm not comfortable telling you to do no more than 20, no more than 15, no more than 30, whatever. You figure out what's best for your company. But I know for Wayne's Lawn Service, I'm not going to let any more than about 10 or 12% of my gross dollars, and that's on the high side, roll with one account. Because at that point, they become the driver of the bus, and it's your business. You need to drive the bus. Hope this helps. If you want more content just like this to help your company be more successful, more profitable, be sure to subscribe below.